All safe? No one got hurt coming in? Well, Mr. Prime Minister, it's great to have you here. You've been a good friend, you've been a great ally, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the White House. And have a chance to repay some of the hospitality that you extended to me and at the G20 summit and in Rome. And I guess we're the G7. We're going to be meeting a little bit later on Sunday. We had that meeting, and we're going to have a second COVID meeting as well.
Yes.
So we spent a lot of time together. You've been one of the closest allies we've had in responding to the seamless brutality of Putin. And I just think that your cooperation, and sometimes at a greater cost than to others, to take on Putin and what's going on in Ukraine has been really incredible. And, you know, Mr. Prime Minister, Italy and the United States have a long history of shared bonds. And so many Italian Americans who are so proud of the heritage here as you've observed. Congratulations on your award. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And so welcome. We got a lot to talk about, but the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me say that it's a great pleasure to be with you here today. Thanks for this invitation. Thanks for this magnificent hospitality. Our two countries, the ties between our two countries always been very strong. And if anything, this war in Ukraine made them stronger.
I agree.
If Putin ever thought that he could divide us, he failed. There's no question about that. We stand together on condemning the invasion of Ukraine, sanctioning Russia, and on helping Ukraine, as President Zelensky is asking us to do. Well, but I have to tell you that in Italy and in Europe now, people want to put an end to these massacres, to this violence, this butchering that's happening. And people think about what can we do to bring peace. We certainly have to use any direct, indirect channel of communication. But is that enough? What can we do? People think that, at least they want to think about the possibility of bringing a ceasefire and starting again some credible negotiations. That's the situation right now. I think that we have to think deeply on how to address this. We will continue, you and I, to work on energy security, food security especially, which is now another issue there. We will talk later about that, what to do. And the other thing I want to say just at the opening, then I don't think we will discuss this later, but what happened in Ukraine is going to bring a drastic change in European Union. We've always been close, now we're going to be much closer. And but I know I can count on your support as a true friend of Europe and of Italy, of course. Thank you, Joe.
Well, look, I just want to add one thing to that. I believe that a strong European Union is in the interest of the United States. Granted, it adds competition economically, but it's good. It's good. And I joked when the union was formally formed, saying this is like, we have a thing called the Commerce Clause. You go from one state to the other.
I remember.
You don't have to go through checkpoints. Well, it's sort of Europe's Commerce Clause. And it's good for everyone. And the thing that I most appreciate about you is that our effort from the very beginning to bring NATO and the EU in lockstep. Putin really believed he could split us. And we've They've all stepped up. But anyway, I'm delighted you're here, anxious to talk to you, and watch how they get out here without getting hurt. They actually walk out of the room without knocking each other down.
Mr. President.